You know you're in trouble when the only way to improve your cereal is to suggest adding salad to it. Happy birthday, everybody, and welcome to Cerealsly, where we take cereals seriously. My name is Alex, and I live in Southern California, right near the beach. When we first moved here, it was about 6 years ago, I thought I would go to the beach all the time, but we don't. We barely go a few times a year. Still, I've always wanted to go more often, and even thought of taking surfing lessons at one point. In fact, for Christmas a few years back, I asked for and got a wetsuit even. But that wetsuit was actually my downfall. When I put the wetsuit on at home, I realized that I look so much like a seal, I'm bound to get eaten by sharks if I'm out on the ocean on a surfboard. It's just too dangerous for me. If an outfit has ever made you look like a delectable marine animal, I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. Today on Cerealsly, we're going patriotic. It's that time of year, the peak of the summer, where Americans of every shape and size leave their homes, head outdoors with family and friends, and blow stuff up. It's a season of wieners on the grill, writing your name with a sparkler, terrified dogs, and watching old Uncle Keith tear through that backyard trampoline. If there's anything that we Americans know how to do, it's how to celebrate our country's birthday. But how can you best prep for the 4th of July? What cereals could be part of a balanced breakfast to best set us up for a day of ladder golf and mosquito bites? Well, thanks to the American marketing machine, you don't have to wonder for long, because store shelves are nearly full of cereal options celebrating the birth of our nation. And today, we're going to look at 4 different cereals that prove that, at least in the cereal aisle, this is still the gosh darn home of the brave. All right, let's take a look at the cereals that we're going to be reviewing today. First, we have what will surely be the outlier of the show, a cereal that isn't just made for the July 4th holiday, but oddly, it's on the store shelves all year round. I say oddly because this is definitely a more obscure cereal. I bet there are going to be some of you watching out there who have never heard of it. Well, let me say I understand that, but you need to know that it's always been there, watching you. I put it on the same category as like those strange muesli or mueslic cereals, or even those mega strange Ezekiel cereals, you know what I'm talking about? Yes, some of you may have guessed it, I'm talking about Uncle Sam cereal. Invented in 1908, this cereal totally could have gone in our Old People Cereals episode from a few weeks ago, because I cannot imagine that anyone, let's say under 60, has purposely bought one of these boxes. I did a few days ago. It'd probably been hundreds of years before that. Doesn't make any sense, but you know what I'm talking about. The shock on the supermarket cashier's face when I bought this was priceless. Of course, even they had never heard of it. And like the other Old People cereals, can you guess what their first line of marketing attack is for this cereal? That's right, high fiber content. This is packed full of fiber, I can almost guarantee. The main ingredients, per their manufacturer, are hard red winter wheat berries and flax seeds. Yum! Let's talk about wheat berries. Get real. Can't just fool us by putting the word berries after the word wheat. Wheat berries, it just means more wheat. Now we're going to do something special today. Before I show you the next cereal, I actually thought it'd be fun to pour each into a bowl as we go to compare the way our 4 cereals capture their perspective on America. All right, here we go. I've never opened one of these before. I don't know that many of them get opened, but yeah, seems like a very normal box and bag, mini size, kind of like the grape nuts, because nobody wants this, so you might as well make a smaller bowl. Let's pour this out. There's some wheat berries, folks. That's exactly what they are. I don't even know what that means, but this is them. They're like a golden, maybe yellowish, I don't know, not really. They're just flakes of grain. Again, I'm not even going to taste it right now. I'm going to set it to the side so that we can look at the other cereals and see what we think in comparison. Okay, remember, I told you that was going to be an outlier, because for our second cereal, we've got Trix Fireworks. Trix has been doing this a lot lately, putting out different varieties tied into different times of the year or different things. They recently just had a Jurassic Park tie-in cereal called Trix Trax. I have that around here somewhere, but we haven't reviewed it yet. But these have popped up at least this year and last year, so is that a pattern? I I think what they're going for with these, of course, is red, white, and blue. They've got the marshmallows that are like stars or fireworks shapes. Those are white. And then the cereal is a mix of blue and red on the same sphere. I'm going to be fascinated to see if they could pull that off. So, again, I'm going to pour out a bowl so we can take a look at it. All right, here we go. Let's open this thing up. General Mills always has wonderful bags, so I would expect nothing less from them. Pretty good. All right, let's pour this out. All right. Wow, just by looks, these look fantastic. They really did nail it. I mean, almost it's like a purple-y, but really in stark, colorful contrast to the white fireworks explosions. Boy, just presentation-wise, these are very appetizing. Definitely would fit in. I wish I had thought of it to bring a bowl that had like stars and stripes on it. That would have been very patriotic of me. Just didn't think of it until right now, which means it is too late. Boy, though, this is what I was after. Look at this contrast. We've got the golden flaxseed, or no, whatever it was, I can't even remember, wheat berries. And then we have Trix, which, boy, I would eat this one on purpose. The third cereal we have today is Rice Krispies Red, White, and Blue. Now, just to temper everyone's expectations here, these are literally just Rice Krispies that happen to have a different color. Rice Krispies, just like Trix has been doing this several times a year with different holidays. So they have this one, 4th of July, but then they have one in the spring, that's spring colors, and then Valentine's Day, I think it's pink and red, orange for Halloween, and green and red for Christmas. Now, I'm of two minds about that strategy. I think it's great to make Rice Krispie treats out of these colored cereal things, but boy, is this lazy. And yet, I'm an American. I applaud their laziness because it does perk up my probability of buying Rice Krispies 3 or 4 times a year. Just a tip, too. If you have a supermarket discount store near you, you will almost always be able to find the prior holiday's version of the Rice Krispie colors. They're always one holiday behind because they didn't sell all of them, and so now they're in your discount store at a bargain price. That's good. I am actually really glad for that. So let's pour a bowl of these, see how they compare to the beauty so far of the Trix fireworks. Let's pour these things. Let's get these things going. Fine bag opening. That was more my, they went with white just being the tan of the Rice Krispies itself. Not a bad idea. I wonder if they could have bleached them or sprayed them down with some sort of white, if that would have just looked repulsive. I have got to say, I'm actually very surprised by how vibrant the red and the blue are. I feel like Rice Krispies are prone to being dim colors or dull colors. These are not. These are actually very vibrant. Now, they're not as dark, obviously, as the Trix colors, but they probably aren't meant to be. They are definitely screaming that we should make Rice Krispie treats out of these. All right, finally, we are going to try this last cereal, Cap'n Crunch, red, white, and blue crunch. Just like the Rice Krispies, just like the Trix, the Cap'n really likes doing this kind of thing, seasonal varieties. This looks to be not a variety on my beloved barrels from the original Cap'n Crunch. I wish they would do that more often. No, of course, these are probably going to be like a crunch berry, but in a star-shaped berries. Now that's how you use the word berry. Actually, they don't claim on the front of the box to be any flavor at all. They just say red, white, and blue crunch and really capitalize on the shape. They have no interest in telling us if they're fruit flavored, which I assume they are, again, crunch berries, or just something else. We'll have to find out as we go. All right, we got our 3 in a row here. Let's open up this last one. Oh no. Okay, no. Not super easy. I would say out of the big cereal makers, Quaker Oats, who makes Cap'n Crunch, has the hardest time making a really smooth bag experience. That's okay. I'd rather they did their R&D and figured it out, though. Oh, interesting. Boy, I am having just the opposite reaction than I had to the Rice Krispies. As far as these go, these are actually slightly more pale than I expected. Two things I noticed. I do think these are a little less vibrant than the other cereals that are going for colors. The other thing is they did the same strategy with the Rice Krispies of leaving what represents the white in red, white, and blue non-colored. But I don't think it's as understandable or forgivable. The Rice Krispies, we know Rice Krispies are that color. We don't know that Cap'n Crunch Crunch Berries that are probably made of similar stuff are this kind of beige or tan. That's weird. That's a little bit weird to see them naked like that. I think it kind of breaks that illusion that what you're eating is some sort of fruit, crunch berry, and instead you're really reminded, no, it's just some pale grain sugared up to be tasty. You know what we have here? America. We're not just one thing in America. Some of us are drab. Some of us are vital and vibrant. Some of us are maybe a little messy, little in between. Some of us look like garbage. Hey, listen, that's what makes us beautiful. Oh, beautiful for those spacious skies and the amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty above thy fruity, fruity, fruity plains. America, America, God shed his gosh darn grace all over thee, and he crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. But remember, though all of these collectively represent us, there is only so much patriotic spending happening each year, and these are each vying for a piece of that pot. What do you think? Will one of these earn a salute and a place on our evening picnic blanket? Friends, it's time to eat some cereal. All right, well, let's give these a try. I'm all ready to do that. We've done a lot of talking without actually eating any cereal. I've got all of these bowls. I've got my spoon. I've got my skim milk. Things are a little bit of skimbo today, but we're going to do our best to get things back under control. I am going to start in the order that we did this, just to get it out of the way. Uncle Sam, I know you want me to sign up for the U.S. Army. This is not the way to do it, Uncle Sam, by giving me at least visually. Maybe it'll taste great. Could it be that on this holiday where we honor each other, we are thankful for our freedoms, that we can say, I am free to enjoy this? Or are we going to be free to put it aside and never eat it again? We'll see. It's still on store shelves, so there must be something about it, right? I forgot to eat it dry. That was probably a mercy. Let's just go for it with some milk. If I learned anything from the old people episode, it's that you try to take a lot of milk and not as much cereal on your spoon to get the best experience. Let's see if this follows that same trend. Oh, man. What a roller coaster. There is a sweetness on it that starts out, but then it's as if that sweetness has no time on its hands because it sprints away from dear Uncle Sam and just leaves the wheat berry, which is not a flavor that's good. It's a flavor that's bad. I can tell I'm eating a lot of fiber. I don't like it. But it's what I have to do to suffer for this channel, which I love. I love you. I love that you're watching. Thank you so much for spending time together. Let's try another bite. All right. Again, it starts sweet, immediately drops to just eating grain. I've not even yet looked at the box to confirm this, but I bet I'm going to look at it and confirm while I say it. Yep. This is a cereal, kind of like Grape Nuts, where nowadays they don't even market it as if this is the thing to do. Yes, only on the big spoon on the box are they like, yeah, eat this as cereal. The rest of the time, they're like, we get it. No one likes this. Here's what you can do. Sprinkle it on top of yogurt. Mix it into a smoothie to make it a little more chunky. Put it on a salad. Put it on a salad. You know you're in trouble when the only way to improve your cereal is to suggest adding salad to it. I'm going to eat one more bite. I don't know why, but I like this better than every one of the cereals on the Old People episode. Maybe that warmed me up to it, and now I'm just a much more forgiving gent on this day, this holiday. I actually think this is okay. I am not repulsed. Listen, if you were born in 1908, this is what you should eat. Don't eat those other Old People cereals we reviewed a couple episodes back. This is the one for you. Uncle Sam is looking out for you. You probably served in a war. This is your thanks. This is we really want to honor you on this day, and so please eat Uncle Sam cereal. Grainy, in a good way. Well, that was a huge surprise. I cannot believe it. I'm going to try the one that I think will be the next most bland, which is, of course, the Rice Krispie cereal, because it's just Rice Krispies. Now, here, more than ever, the snap, crackle, and pop of Rice Krispies is going to make so much sense. Can you hear it? Those are the fireworks going off to celebrate our national holiday. I really like plain Rice Krispies. That's what I grew up with. Nothing on my Rice Krispies except for milk. A lot of people in my life put sugar on it or have the frosted ones and those kind of things. That's for kids. Well, but when I was a kid, it wasn't. We just ate plain Rice Krispies. So I have become accustomed to that. I really like it. So let me give this a try. Boy, it is snap, crackling, and popping. Tons. So much snap, crackle, and pop going on. What a unique thing that a cereal could market and do. Do you think that was on purpose? Probably not. They probably just came up with this technique of making it crisp rice and then found out that this would happen. I wonder if there was a panic that they were worried about it, or if it was instantly like, this is going to be great. Because it is great. All right, I've been holding the cereal. Let me actually try to eat some of it. I actually think there is a sweetener on Rice Krispies already. This cannot just be rice crisped up. That's not possible. All right, I've made that bold claim. I probably should check to see if it actually is. Rice, sugar. It's the second ingredient. I knew it. So it has a sweetness to it. The colors are vibrant more than I expected. This is great. Okay, I should probably stop eating this one because we have 2 more cereals to get to here. I'm going to go for Captain Crunch, red, white, and blue, nondescript flavor. We have no idea. It smells like Crunch Berries. Let's give this a try with this weird bland white star thing happening. Let's see what it tastes like. It's like obnoxiously crunchy. And not really crunchy, I don't mean that, I mean crisp. Very crisp. The star shape makes it pointy in your mouth. And so inside of my head, it's too noisy. Although this is 4th of July. This is when we're supposed to be noisy. Everyone is annoyed at each other because everyone else is making more noise in your neighborhood than you would like them to. Well, they're probably eating Cap'n Crunch, red, white, and blue crunch. The flavor itself is not Crunch Berries. It's just sweet-ish. It's not sweetish. Sweet, kind of sweet. I like it, but I don't know why. Is this what it's like to experience America? You enjoy it, but you're not quite sure why? Okay, we got one more. The Trix fireworks. Again, just presentation-wise, this one looks the best. So let's put some milk on it. Trix have all this fruity flavor. Do you think this will be that fruity, or have they toned down some fruitiness for America's birthday? Let's see. They definitely have a Trix tanginess to it. The marshmallows don't do much of anything, which is fine. I mean, not all marshmallows have to stick out, but these are just for show marshmallows. They don't bring something new or different to the taste. Well, but I like Trix. Well, let's give them some reviews. What a variety. What a strong continuum of things that we just tried. I would say Uncle Sam is the surprise of the day here. I thought it was going to be a 1. It's at least a 2. I'm just kidding. Maybe it's actually above that for me. If I'm only going to take 4 bites of something, those 4 bites were a 3.5. I am impressed with Uncle Sam. Good job, sir. Then we did the Rice Krispies, which taste exactly like what you think they taste like, Rice Krispies. I really enjoy that. I like that there's not tons of added sweetener. So I would give that a 4, both for its classic nature and for the added color vibrancy that took me by surprise. Next, we tried Cap'n Crunch, red, white, and blue. I was not as impressed with this. It's not even Crunch Berries. You might as well, if you're going to get a Cap'n Crunch variety, get Cap'n Crunch Crunch Berries. This rate's a little bit less than me. It's a little bit more boring to me. I give that a 3. Trix fireworks. Listen, if you're already a Trix fan, this is what you should be eating for this couple weeks surrounding July 4th. It's yummy. It's fine. You'll know that it's part of that family. It does get a little purple at times, but I do have to say, though, I am impressed with the distinction between the red and the blue on the same sphere. That must have taken a lot of work to figure out how to get them both to be as dark and vibrant as they are without just meshing together into some bland purple. By innovating in that process that must have happened to make this possible, I'm going to give this a strong 3.5 as well. Now, that might not sound like much, but again, that is pretty good for a generic flanker of Trix. This is a totally valid cereal to be eating. Okay, before we get to the conclusion, just one more funny bonus thing. Because, we all know what Rice Krispie treats are. These are designed to be made into Rice Krispie treats. That's where the colors come in. Of course, you're adding marshmallow and butter. And so that's going to make them not bland at all. It's really just a holder for the marshmallow and butter. But then I thought it would be funny. I asked my wife to make these for the show so that I haven't seen them yet. One of these is Uncle Sam treats with Uncle Sam's cereal and marshmallows and butter. So she was so nice to me. She made these for the channel at home. I haven't seen them yet. I'm so grateful for her for playing along with this ridiculous thing. I'm going to go. So let's see. I think that, yeah, okay. This is what we expect. Actually, this is great. We didn't have a cookie cutter at home. Look, she hand cut this star. Amazing. That is super great. So a whole thing of them. I'm not going to eat all of them. This is great. You should make this on July 4th. Maybe that's already passed, so you got a whole year to think about it. You should be making this. Look at how great these are. This came out fantastic. Of course, this is another American classic. We know what these taste like, but let's give it a try. By the way, I didn't mess around. When I bought the ingredients, I bought the jet puffed marshmallows, the real marshmallows, not the off-brand ones. And I always like it with salted butter, so I asked my wife to use that. Again, I like salt content and stuff. I think it brings out the flavor. Yum, yum, yum. But now, I can't wait to see this. Let's take a look at what these are. Oh, okay. It's funny, these actually look like almost like they're made of Cocoa Krispies. They look very much like they were designed to still hold onto the marshmallows and the butter, so that's good. These are great. I'm really thankful that she made these. Let's try an Uncle Sam treat made with the same process and see what it's like. Need salad. I don't know what's wrong with me. I thought when I was reviewing Uncle Sam cereal, it was going to be gross. It wasn't so bad. It's pretty fine. These also are not that bad. I thought this was going to be like, oh, this is horrible. I'll never do this. What a hilarious thing we've done on YouTube. You should make these. Especially if you're an old person, you might really like this. Oh, man. Now that was patriotism. If you've been wondering, again, I asked her to make these star-shaped, and so there's all the little bits. Then I asked her to take all of the leftovers and just smush it into a big ball. Just because I thought that'd be funny. Boy, she did a great job, and this looks as ridiculous. The marbled Rice Krispie and Uncle Sam cereal. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but cut it up and have my kids eat it. But like I said, it wasn't actually as bad as I thought. So slicing this thing up might actually be a wonderful treat. Well, friends, we have done it all. We talked, we ate, we showed our national pride by spending so much money on cereals. Isn't that America in a nutshell? As far as reviews, I've actually forgotten the numbers that I gave these, but the big news around here is that Uncle Sam is not that bad. I don't mean the guy. The guy is a great guy. He's not real. But as a marketing ploy to help people sign up for the armed services, he has done a lot in our country, and I guess I'm grateful for that. But as far as cereal goes, not bad, man. Sir, Not bad, sir. The other ones are just wonderful varieties of the things that you already love. None of them stood out as like you got to run out and get them. But if you do want to find them, again, go to store shelves right now. It is the season where these exist. Uncle Sam exists all the time. And then if you happen to miss one, don't worry. They will be at your discount supermarket near you for several more holidays in a row as they try to move these off of shelves. And if you haven't yet, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with what cereal we should look at together in a future episode. Until then, never be soggy, my friends. Bye-bye.